Yes.
That got an opportunity. So we've talked about this before in the past, when guys get jobs, who you putting on and who you giving opportunities to. And especially that people that look like us, are we giving people that look like us other opportunities? I champion that cause. If somebody looks like me and I got a chance to give them that opportunity, I'm going to give them that opportunity. But here's the caveat. If somebody gives you that opportunity, you got to do something with the opportunity. And you got to make sure that whoever gave you the opportunity, you serving them well and making sure that you do a good job and you don't get out the lines. Now, allegedly, Deion Sanders, not allegedly he gave Warren Sapp an opportunity, but Deion gave Warren Sapp an opportunity, and allegedly Warren Sapp started coloring outside the lines and ended up having to resign from his position as D-line coach in Colorado. Before we get to that, Mr. Football, because I got my opinion on it too, how would you grade Warren Sapp as a D-line coach in college football?
Shit, probably F. I mean, he nothing but a screamer. Shoot, that's all he is, a screamer. And then that's it. I mean, it ain't nothing. Listen, there's the reality people got to understand. At University of Colorado right now, it's the University of Soul Circus down there. Simple as that. And the stunt he tried to pull, I mean, come on, man. Kids.
So let me give you my grade on him, and I'm going to let you tell the story, the alleged story. So why Sapp had to resign. So I give Warren Sapp a D. Now, here's the reason why I don't give him an F. Here's why the reason why I don't give him an F. Because they needed that energy guy, and Warren Sapp provided that energy. And when you're devoid of talent, which Colorado don't have the best talent, you got to get energy into these kids to try to get the most out of them. So that's the only reason I give him a D, because I watched him.
First of all, he wasn't. He was coaching D-line. He had another guy coach D-line. I both give him both F, because everybody keep talking about the O-line, but the O-line played better than the D-line. The D-line was trash. You had teams were averaging over what? Look at the stats. They was averaging over. That's how you grade coaches. That's how you grade. They was averaging over what, 200 yards a game. That was killing them, the D-line. And everybody on the O-line.
So we grading coaches on production, right?
You're damn right.
Okay.
And you got to grade them on the guys you bring them in.
So tell us the story.
My understanding,
I got another question about another coach.
My understanding, the man's making, I think, $175 a year. And I know he used to a lifestyle. He can't really live anymore. I mean, not saying live anymore. I'm just saying never know what happened. Like, he could win a lotto or something. But anyway, my understanding was it was guys was getting in the transfer portal. Mm-hmm. And he was kind of mentoring them, advising them, and looking out for them. My understanding. And my understanding,
allegedly,
he was trying to, there you go. He was trying to negotiate with those kids, because those kids was talking to, some of them kids that was following his lead was talking to the schools and said, Sapp is my advisor, my mentor, and this, that,
So he's trying to get a cut.
He was trying to get a cut.
Like 10% cut.
Something like that.
So if University A paid this kid $1 million, Sapp was looking for his $100,000.
It was 10. Yeah, exactly.
It's 10%.
And my understanding, when those kids got to talking like that, of course, coaches, ding, 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 ding.
Right.
So they give their head coaches. So I'm sure First State University was doing.
They called Colorado.
Was going over Deion, they called Colorado. And my understanding, the university let him go.
Right.
This happened about a month ago, my understanding. A couple of weeks ago, a month ago, something he had been let go before he got out. They put that he resigned. The university got rid of him. And he was trying to negotiate things outside. And my thing is, Deion looked out for you with the job. Even the kid going to leave. I'm going to leave anyway. I got some people after me. I mean, come on, man. I mean, I don't know. We know he had some financial problems, and I know he probably used to live in a certain lifestyle, but they paying him now. I don't know. But that's some cold-hearted shit there.
Yeah. That goes back to what I was saying earlier. I'm a big proponent. I know you're a big proponent of putting people on.
Yeah.
But you get put on, you got to do the right things. And even if he wanted to go down that route, here's what I tell you. If he went to Deion and said, "Hey man, I'm looking to try to do my hustle and try to make me a couple extra dollars," and Deion said, "Hey, do your thing," then that's different. But I don't
do that. You can't do that.
You can't
That's not
do
even
that.
discussion. You can't even do that in the conversation because there's already things out right now. They put something out there where Coach Phillips says something. So it's all kind of things going on. And then you hire Coach Livingston as your DC. He's supposed to be one of the highest paid defensive coordinator, but my understanding, because it's obvious Dion ain't going to be there after this year, after 26 season.
Why is that?
I mean, you're not winning. And it just is my understanding. I'm sure he's ready to let it go because my thing is the offensive coordinator got hired. I heard he promised to get the job. Then defensive coordinator got the job. Livingston ran there, I think Livingston, and then he got the job. And next step been promised to him, and it's just a bunch of chaos. So that's why he dipped and went to Denver Broncos, which is the right thing. It's a circus down there. It's a mess down there. I mean I wish them the best, but it's going to be hard to win.
It's one of the only programs, Power 4 programs, they got a black head coach, a black DC, and a black OC.
But you acting like that, running your program like that, you messing up for other black coaches.
So you think it's a bad thing that we got all three? We got three
it's
black people at powerful positions.
I don't give a damn what color a coach is. And I call it soul circus as a black coach. A lot of black coaches down there. It don't matter what color you are. If you run your program like a circus, you got problems, and you ain't gonna last long. Pink, blue, yellow, purple, whatever. It is what it is. I know you're a Deion fan, but it's just the reality.
I mean,
you know,
he put a lot of coaches on. He gave Marshall Faulk opportunity. Now he's head coach at Southern.
But here's the thing. My thing is this. It's okay to go hire former coaches, players, but hire the right guys and hire guys that even got coaching experience that played in the NFL. Now, Marshall Faulk is a different type of character. That brother's smart. That brother's brilliant. And I think he's going to do a good job at Southern. But, man, think about it. If you gave Sapp a head coach job, the whole team going to be getting high. I mean, come on now.
Well, I'm not saying give a head coach job.
Okay.
I think D-line is
even hire him as a D-line coach. I wouldn't trust that joker. My whole D-line be getting high.
Come on now. Come on.
You see what just happened. That's worse than even getting high. If all this true came out, if it's true, come on now. And you got coaches turning against each other and talking to media. Man, look, Coach A-Toes going to have to sit down this last year, bro.
Yeah.
It's over, man.
I mean, if I'm him, why I want to deal with that stress anyway? He got a big contract at the end.
I know our black people out there love him to death, but like I tell everybody, it's other black coaches out there are good, you know. And there's another coach out there. His program is ghetto mess up for black coaches, but I won't say that. I ain't gonna put it out there now. It's something to talk about later on. But you know, just don't mess it up. You out there, you got to represent. Don't mess it up with other black coaches. That's all I'm saying.
So,
because you got to watch who you hire. That can affect you. Because it's gonna all come back on him, not Sapp. Sapp walk away scot-free.
Well, he walked away unemployed.
But it come back on the head coach.
But who else to go?
If I'm whether I'm black, like I say once again, whether I'm black, blue, purple, whatever. If I'm an AD or I'm working athletic and administrator, I'm like, how the hell you bring him here? You making a program look. You hiring coaches making a program look bad. You gonna go to the head coach. It's gonna make you look bad.
Well, no,
I was raised to hang with the right crowd. That's the way my family taught me.
Sapp didn't have no bad reputation before he got to Colorado. You can't touch him now. If this story is true, you can't touch him now.
Man,
for at least a couple years.
Well, I'm asking this: why he ain't working at NFL Network? And he was brilliant what he did. He's real good broadcast.
Right,
why he wasn't working there no more? Because he got jammed up with a lot of other stuff, a lot of other, white stuff.
He proved that he couldn't be corporate when he needed to.
The man got a reputation.
He could be corporate. He could be corporate when he needed to.
What I'm saying, his reputation not been straight even come out of college, bro.
I know, but
ain't no way in the world that boy should have been a 17, 18 pick. Thank the coach.
But what I'm saying is, Sapp struggles to be corporate when he needs to, and that's because we got other cats. And I'm not gonna put him in the same. I'm not gonna put him in the same vein. But you know, Deion came out of Florida. He was flamboyant, but Deion learned how to be corporate when he needed to.
Oh, he did?
Absolutely.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Why? How you think he got Coca-Cola to donate all that money to Jackson State?
Yeah, you got a girl named Tracy Edmond helped him out too.
Okay. All right. Why you think?
Get the help, but
okay.
Yeah, but it's like
everybody need help.
Yeah, but it's like, what are you doing now? It's like Janice say, what have you done lately? Why you can't raise money for NIL then?
What do you mean raise money for NIL? But
I'm not here to argue
he
about
sold
him.
out
Okay,
Colorado.
I'm not here to argue about that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he black, he got to win games. And his black eight-toe ass can't win no games. And this is his last year out of there. So you about to change the subject, bro. Shit. It's a circus down there. Universal Soul Circus. So I look like an idiot going
as
back
a
and forth
reminder, go on YouTube, subscribe so you can hear more about the Soul Circus. Make sure you go check out our Instagram,
the Soul Circus,
Twitter,
it's getting a bit of soap opera
Facebook,
down
In
there.
the Tunnel Sports Media.com. Check us out for sure. Truesdale, we at that point in the show, man. What's the Truesdale moment?
That.
Gotta give us something else. You gotta give us something else.
All I'm gonna say is this:
you gotta give us something else.
As a black coach, you have to run your program right. We don't get that many opportunities. Now, sometimes coaches get let go. It ain't right. You know, I saw a lot of coaches get let go. I guess I've been watching the Tampa Bay documentary, how Dungy got let go and everything. But you are who you are. So you have to have class. You have to teach your kids with class. You got to have right coaches. You got right players that they're going to relate. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, you know, you a two-sport athlete. The guy I love growing up. As a person, he's a different person. But, you know, you're known for that. But at the same time, you're on a big stage coaching. Is it like, is Deion Sanders going to go down in history, talked about more, especially if we have a horrible season next year at Colorado, being the worst college D1 coach, or black coach, are you going to be most talked about? Win a Super Bowl with Dallas, being a two-sport athlete, going to the Hall of Fame. That's going to, you know, because you want to go out right away. Like, everybody talk about Michael Jordan not running the team right, but he's still holding it down up there. And he's in even other sports, race car driving, but they don't want us in. The last black man I know tried to get a whole race car driving team was Bill Cosby. You know, he tried to break a lot of barriers.
Actually, a lot of people don't remember. Brad Daugherty,
yeah,
was in North Carolina. Yeah. He had a championship race car team. He was one of the first black people to get into it.
Yes, and Jordan winning. The guy took a picture next to his thing, did the same thing with Jordan. He took both pictures, and he got Bubba. So my thing is, Jordan is the best basketball player ever. Jordan always, and he's one of my top 3, top 4 athletes ever. But it's something I can still talk about him because he breaking barriers being a black man. Y'all want to talk about this black stuff and everything, and that's one of the most racist things to get into race car driving, and he's winning. And like you said from the beginning, Julius was talking about that before the show, they was trying to put him in certain lanes and everything, and this dude's taking over. They sometimes when you build your stock up, they can't turn you away.
Right.
Being a black. They can't do that to Jordan. And he's from the state. That's how it would look real bad. And now this man making history. That's something I'm glad we could talk about. Keep it up, Jordan. You doing this thing. While y'all study, prime. He just lay y'all down day by day, just a soap opera down there.
Hey, I just like the fact he giving us opportunities. So he might be taking an L. He might be taking an L on something.
Here's the deal.
But he's giving us a shot.
You give anybody an opportunity, but be smart when you're in certain business, period. Especially when it's not that many of us, and it's hard for us to get them jobs. I mean, how many coaches come from black schools to white schools? That's hard to do. And him playing NFL did help. Willie Simmons is one of the up-and-coming best coaches. Used to be at Prairie View. Ended up taking the job at FAM. Because he would have stayed at Prairie View, they would have won multiple SWAC championships. Best coach to me ever Prairie View ever hired. And Willie had to leave FAM to go to Duke to get back in the mix. And now he's at FIU. And went to a bowl this year. Somebody did in the Y. So he's doing a hell of a job. His name is going to be hot. And he get that opportunity, he's going to be a good example of what a black coach got to do to run a team. Because it's a lot of our coaches are really letting us down. I mean, look at Mel Tucker. He let that freak set him up. That girl remember a stone freak. She done a mind game.
Sharon Moore.
And it came back on.
Sharon Moore.
Sharon Moore, same way. Even though he talking about he going to win the case, but you lost your job. You put yourself in jeopardy. And you had a historical program. Dang. I mean, come on, you made this.
And somebody put him on.
Yeah.
So basically got handed a job. Harbaugh handed him the job.
Yeah, you can't mess up. And you messing up, and you messing up for the other young up-and-coming black coaches because there's a lot of good coaches out there, young coaches coming up now and everything. So you got to set the opportunity because Michigan ain't going to I don't think they'll ever hire another black coach. Now Notre Dame did. Everybody thought they couldn't do it, and he's doing a hell of a job.
Yeah.
Freeman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So that is our theme for this show. And we all got a responsibility. It's voting season. You got a responsibility to vote, but you also got a responsibility that not only to help put somebody on, but if you're the person that gets put on, you got a responsibility to perform at a high level, to make sure you represent not only yourself first, but also represent the other person that helped put you on and get you in that situation.
Okay, like the defensive coordinator, my understanding, helped my little brother. Little brother I never had. I'm the youngest. He's my little brother. Him, Coach Ralph Street, Michael James, shout out to you. They're my little brothers I never had. He just got on with the Browns. And he come from Marshall. Should have been at a P4 school. A lot of these people don't get the opportunities. You got some good coaches at FBS, D2, can't never get up. But he was at South Black School, was at Air Force, at Marshall, with this over model, you know what I'm saying? And Chad Pennis, shout out to him, helped him get there, and he's been doing a hell of a job. Put the green kid out last year. He got 2 other kids up there. Now he just got on with the Browns. So he's been waiting because he wanted to get in the NFL.
Right.
So he's a guy, Class A guy. Remember the name, Ralph Street. And he gonna be a hell of a coach. And I can't see him never even come back down to college. And if he do, he'll have a big time job. At the end of the day, he's gonna take advantage of his opportunity, and he's gonna have class with it.
So Mark Lewis, shout out to you in the chat. He says every situation is a springboard for the next position, right? Yeah. So I agree with that wholeheartedly, for sure. And if you're going to springboard yourself to your next position, you got to make sure that you're the best at that current position. And obviously, Sapp wasn't the best at his current position,
and he has no experience.
He
don't have no experience.
And he didn't represent himself.
He had no experience, and that's another thing. You know, a lot of these guys, like I was talking about Coach Street, he's one of the guys that come under Willie Simmons, and he coached with Huff at Memphis, who's a hell of a coach. Black coach, he's another guy. I can see him being at Memphis for a year or two. And he's been under Nick Saban and everything. So you being around the right people grooming you for these jobs, that helps a whole lot. That's how you get ready. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Well, that's all we got this week.
I got to get a shout out there.
Got to go shout out? Go
ahead. I get a shout out to my boys. Better Kyle Lawrence, defensive end at Florida State. I'm sorry, Central Florida. Did a hell of a job at the combine, too, by the way.
Okay.
4.5, vertical, everything. He's going to probably be a late first rounder, early second rounder.
Okay.
But the kid is the shock of the draft, too. Of the combine. It's a kid out of Stephen F. Austin from Mesquite named Charles Dimmons, a.k.a. Chuck.
Yeah, I heard about him.
DB put on a show. Did a hell of a job. And
Cowboys, go get him.
Looking forward to going to his pro day on September the 19th.
Go get him, Cowboys. We need it. We need that local hometown.
That boy, real deal.
Pick him up.
Yeah, hey, definitely. You know, by the way, and give a shout out to Street, back to Coach Street, getting the boy ready, because that's his godson.
Okay.
Lawrence, Malachi Lawrence, yeah. So, yeah.
Thanks again for joining us in the tunnel. Don't forget, like us, subscribe, In the Tunnel Sports Media on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We'll see you next week.
And shout out to the voters.
Peace.